Let's see.
Are we live now, Claudia Mac?
Yeah, should be. Let me go to the oh my God, to the Take Six page.
It's up. It's live.
It is. There we go. It's on.
We in here.
All right. All right. Let's see. Come on, Take Six.
All right. Less than 60 seconds to go.
Be like Joey.
Now, there we are. Live now. All right. So let's see. Go to. There we go. All right, we're here.
We in here.
We in here.
What up, though?
Man.
What's up, folks?
Take Six Live. This is actually our very first time doing this. And this is during the Spread Love 2020 challenge. And we have a banger on with us. But here's the six of us. And we got LeRoyal.
LeRoyal, say what's up to the folks, man.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks so much for tuning in. Much love. We're just here to have fun.
I like that.
Have fun.
He's going to take it over. So why don't you tell the people how you came into doing this challenge that we put out there and what it meant to you, what it means to you, all of that, what your inspiration was in making this happen.
Absolutely. I'm inspired by anything you all do, just off the bat. The Spread Love Challenge, I had no idea you all were going to put it out, especially during a time such as this. When I came across it, I knew I had to jump on it. I knew I had to hop on it. So I wasn't expecting you all to make the stems or the wave files available for us to kind of manipulate and different things like that to incorporate into the actual, whatever we created. So when I got the files, I listened to them and I said, what am I going to do with this? Am I going to sing lead? Am I going to put background vocals? Am I going to do instrumentals? So then I came across a few samples and I came across the G minor chords. And I said, this goes perfectly. This goes perfectly. So I was fooling around with a few things in the lab because I feel as though when I'm in the studio, I'm like almost like a musical scientist and I'm just manipulating things until I come up with like a solution that just kind of flows and tells a story. With the beginning, the hook, the chorus, climax, and then the smooth ending. So, we started with a drum sample. I started with a drum sample, and then I incorporated a few samples with the G minor chords, and then while I was creating that, I actually heard what I was going to do vocally as a blueprint. And while I was recording, things were just coming to me. And like I said before, everything that I do pretty much is influenced by Take Six. So you all have taught me from a distance how to, intertwine six-part harmony with kind of mainstream media or just modernize it in a sense. So yeah, I mean, it means so much to me that it made its way to you. I didn't know that we would come to this point whereas though we would meet. And like I said before, man, like I've just been waiting on this moment my entire life, literally.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll stop there.
Love it. Love it. When I say I love it, I mean, I love it. When I heard there were some really good ones, maybe 2 or 3 standout ones last week. And yours was the third one to come in. The first one, we were like, oh, man, that's really nice. We like it. Second one was like, oh, I really like that. Okay. You shut it down, son.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Shut it down.
Appreciate you, Dave. Thank
you.
I
immediately said to Dave, he needs to be the first one we talk to.
You got to be the first one we talk to.
Absolutely.
Because not only did you do the reharmonizations throughout the song, actually, And we also noticed when you changed a couple of the lead notes to make sure that it fit in with your chord.
Yeah.
Didn't think we noticed that, but we did. And that's how we knew, oh, this guy's musical.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to, I kind of wanted everything to just kind of just, you know, merge and just make sense musically, chord wise, the flow, everything. And I didn't know exactly how it was going to turn out. I was just tweaking things and manipulating things to make sure. And to be honest with you, when I thought it was done, I was like, something's missing. And I forgot to put Alvin's part in there. And I said, I didn't see Alvin's part in the folder. So I went back to the folder. I said, there's the part. So I'm going to be honest with you, Alvin. I was a little hesitant with how I was going to approach that part because you go in on pretty much every song. I say he does so much. I don't know how I'm going to approach this. So I just sat down with it and I chopped it up. I said, this will go perfect. And it was like, I didn't have to do too much because you were already doing everything that fit perfectly. And I was like, what don't I use? You know what I mean? It's not like
what can I use? Major minor. From time to time, you had to change the major minor. I got you.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got you.
Where's home for you, by the way? We never started where'd you came from. What's your background?
So I'm from Maryland. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I grew up in a organization that did primarily a cappella music. So I'm familiar with like 4-part harmony, sometimes 5-part harmony.
And what organization is that?
That is the Church of God and Saints of Christ, Temple Bethel.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, that's my roots right there. So I have pretty much a long history of dealing with a cappella music.
Acapella this, acapella that.
Yeah, pretty much, man. And that I was able to use that and translate it over to instrumentation, pretty much, and knowing how to hear certain things that's going on, know how to dissect chord progressions, and knowing what's like the mechanical or mechanics behind chord progressions. So yeah.
But does that mean you got a late start on instrumental music?
Yeah, I wasn't dealing with instruments until, well, I won't even say instruments because all the instruments I use out is on my keyboards. But I didn't get involved with that until maybe my mid to late 20s. Yeah.
Whoa, yeah.
I was playing by ear. I was playing by ear around 15, 16, like the piano. But as far as like a multiplicity of instruments, I really wasn't incorporating those and producing until like mid to late 20s. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, bro.
I love it, man. I literally.
And we're gonna let the people hear it. We're gonna let the people.
I'm about to say, Joey, fire it up.
Oh, man. You got a shout out from Church of God in Christ, from Anita, Amata.
So can we bump along?
We're playing it right now. Check it out.
Somebody who declares he's got it made. He won't admit it, but it's just a masquerade. He's a modern day deceiver with a case of falsehood fever. What a shame. Whoa, it's ugly. And then there's dear old sister Sarah. Ain't she sweet? She gets the word, next thing you know, it's street. All the time it's been repeated, all the truth has been deleted. Oh, what a shame. It's another game. Oh, seems like everything we hear is just a tale. But I ain't got time. Spread love. Oh, instead of spread lies. Stupid. Gossip magazine with a twisted sense of vision. They treat rumors like religion. What a shame. It's the same old, same old. Yeah, these days it seems like it
The hotness.
Ladies and gentlemen, okay, Joey, thank you very much.
The hot.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
LeRoyal Smith.
LeRoyal, dog.
The highest compliment you can get as a musician is this face.
Yeah, we had the same face all day. So LeRoyal, right quick, who is man, I just lost it. Everybody you have a family member in here checking it out?
I have a lot of family in here watching right now.
That's cool, bro.
Smith Taylor, who is that? Is that your sister?
Smith Taylor.
I gotta find the name because everybody's shouting you out so much.
Okay.
Who is Bumblebee 33? She wants to shout you out.
That's hilarious.
Butterfly Kisses 24 want to say hey.
So are you watching this, LeRoy? Are you watching it on your phone at all?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. I was in and out.
Wild, man.
Are they?
Dude, that was hot, man.
Let me tell you what I like. I love the fact that you were able to take a lot of people just take it for face value. They just take the stems and just from start to finish. But for you to be an architect, bro, to be, like you said, a surgeon, to take this and move it over here and manipulate that and let me bring that back around and pull that, dude, that you're a producer. It's like somebody who takes what's given and you actually make a totally different product. So you take what's there, the raw material, and you produce something amazing. And that was fantastic, bro. I love it.
Thank you. That's my tribute to you all. Thank you.
Oh man.
Oh man, we fully respected by your tribute. Trust me when I say.
not a challenge, but a tribute. But I'll take the challenge.
Yeah.
You did us proud. You did us proud.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hotness.
Matter of fact, that makes us feel good. Really, what I feel good about is that for a long time, to become what Take Six eventually became takes a lot of discipline and a lot of effort. Absolutely. And a lot of persistence. But to hear you do what you did, let me know that the future is in good hands, man.
Absolutely.
It's in good hands.
Absolutely. It makes me think about all the individuals just like me that you aren't aware of, that have been impacted to that degree, to that level, and they're working in their space, wherever they are, wherever they've been planted, affecting those who they come in contact with, just like I am. I just happen to be one amongst many that come in contact with Take Six in such a manner. Zoom live, who would have knew?
Yeah, so LeRoyal, though, here's a really important question.
Yeah.
Did you follow the directions completely? Because did you actually share this with 5 of your friends to get them to do it as well?
I'm going to be honest with you, Claude. I'll be honest with you because I respect you. I did not follow all of the directions, Claude, and I apologize. I did not. But just my history with doing challenges in particular. Whenever I tag another producer, they don't do the challenge, and I don't know why.
Because you're killing it. You're killing the game so hard.
I don't know why, Claude. I don't know why.
You almost discouraged me, LeRoyal. You killed it so bad. You slayed it that you almost discouraged me. I was like, well.
Stop, man. Stop.
Here it is.
You guys are monsters. You guys are musical giants. I'm just the result of what seeds you planted just through your ministry throughout the United States, worldwide, globally. You know what I mean? So you're just looking at someone who has been nurtured and watered by what you produce, what you've been producing throughout the years. When I was born in 1990, right?
Whoa.
You all had come out with, you already came out with 2 or 3 albums by that point. So I was playing catch up, right? And not only that, I was born in 1990, but I didn't discover you all until I was 11. Right. So,
2001.
You do the math. Yeah. Like,
wow.
You can do the math, Dave, right?
I don't know, Joe.
I got a question for you. So yes. Take Six is probably done, correct me if I'm wrong, fellas, probably about 120 songs by now. See, 12. How many records we have out? Projects we had? Like 13, 14?
More.
Somewhere in there.
16.
It was 16 records, yeah.
16, so 160 songs.
Sheesh.
Just Take Six projects.
Wow.
Not to mention all the people we've recorded
Right.
with. Of
Right,
all
right,
the things you've ever heard us do, what is the one tune you would love to get your hands, get a hold of the stems and just work till dead?
Ooh.
You got me with that, Alvin. You got me. Sheesh.
You're like, they should have done this.
Oh, no. I've never had that thought. I never had that thought. Now there are a few songs that I feel like I know you all do a lot of 6-part harmony. Now what I don't want to say what upsets me, but what kind of I don't even know what word to use. When when Take Six doesn't actually hit the mark for me is when they don't do 6-part harmony. When you're all singing together and you might two people might cover the same note or like whatever else have you. I hear another part that you all could have did. Yeah, but I know that that's just adding to the dynamics of the song. So I respect that. It's just something like, just a pet peeve of mine. I mean, I'd hear that in regular songs. I'm just like, oh, they could have did this. And I'm sure you all hear the same thing. Oh, they could have did this, added that note.
We appreciate the break that Mark gives us once every 10 years. He'll come down to 5 parts and it was like, yes.
Yeah.
So I got a question. In fact, I got 2 questions for you.
Sure.
What ultimately do you see yourself doing with your music? What do you want to do with because I mean, you have an amazing gift. What do you see yourself, doing in 10 years, 15 years? How do you want to establish yourself,
I want to continue to expand, and it starts with experiences like this. You know what I mean? So I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, which is create, and it touches whoever it touches. And as long as I do my part in creating, I feel like God will give the increase. I feel like God will give the increase.
Come on, teach and preach.
Good. So the second question would be, if you're able to, because this whole thing is about, hey, spread love.
Absolutely.
If you were able to speak to everything that you see going on, what's your message? What's your unique message that you would say if you could be on that world stage and it's like, hey, people.
Right. In order to combat what's going on globally right now with whatever you choose to call it, pandemic, COVID-19, in order to overcome this, I feel like us as creators, we have a responsibility more so now than ever to not only create more, but to inspire other creators to I guess
create. And
I don't want to use that word again. but I know you know exactly where I'm going. The time is now to inspire each other, whether our profession is music, whether our profession is medicine, whatever else have you. It's our job to heal each other. So that's what I feel. And healing can come by way of music. It can come by way of podcasts. It can come by way of seminars. It can come however God chooses to use, who he has planted, he will do so. But our job is to open up our vessel to allow his spirit to come in. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, man.
Good stuff. Let me tell you why that's cool, man. Like literally a week ago, I didn't know who you were. Most of us didn't know who you were. But there's a scripture in the Bible that says in the book of Proverbs, a man's gift will make room for him and bring him before great men. I think that the fact that you have been diligent in the room that you're in right now has brought you to a point where there are hundreds of people right now that who didn't know who you were before that know who you are now. And I think that's a testament of your faithfulness to be able to stay focused and be diligent when nobody else is looking, to be diligent and continue to work on your craft when there's not the recognition, to continue to work on your craft when you don't get the gig, or when you or whatever the case may be, or when you got the little gig, as some people call it. I just over here, I'm not doing nothing big, man. I'm not, I'm just playing at this little church or whatever. But dude, faithfulness is the prerequisite for promotion, bro. And I just want to speak into your life, bro, and tell you, continue to be faithful, bro. Continue to be diligent, because this is nothing in comparison to what God really wants to do with you. And how like I was listening to Michael Todd Sunday, and he was talking about how your name is two weeks ago, your name is being called in rooms that you have not yet entered. So just continue to do what you're doing, man. Continue to be faithful, and man, just watch God keep blowing your mind, dude. It's just amazing. I know that feeling where it's like, man, I watch these guys from afar, and now I'm sitting in the room with these guys, or I'm on a Zoom call with these guys, and it's like, how is that even possible, dude? This is only the beginning of how God will use you, man, and promote you if you continue to stay faithful, bro.
Yeah, and with all the other great ideas you have musically, I'm about to scour your page. You got a SoundCloud or anything to shout out?
Yeah. I have SoundCloud, LeRoyal Smith Music, Facebook, LeRoyal Smith, Instagram, LeRoyal Smith, LeRoyal Smith. You can find me.
I can't wait to check out your leads, because your background vocals were on point, son.
Okay. Yeah, matter of fact, I just recently released an album called Fruit of the Spirit, Volume 1.
Come on, Volume.
Featuring my group Transcend. It has about a little over 20 tracks. God put a lot on me, and I had to get it off me. A lot of people may ask me, well, why does he have so many tracks? I had to get it out of me. Literally.
Get it out.
So
tell us a little bit about Transform. Is that you said that's the name of the group?
It's called Transcend.
Transcend. Tell us about Transcend, bro.
Absolutely. Transcend includes my younger sister Mariah, my cousin Danielle Dyson, Tara, my cousin, and we just included my other cousin. His name is JC. He's a beast as well. He's an arranger. He's a composer. His father's name is JC Senior. He's one of the members of the Flamingos, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Flamingos.
Nice.
Say again.
So you guys come from a talented family.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I wish I had more time to really break it down. I could be here all night telling you about my history, but hey, man. I'm just happy to be here with Take 6. I can't stop smiling.
We'll have you back when you do the next song that I believe one of the guys is like, what song would you want to do? Man, anything you want to do.
All right, so here's something that we might be able to throw out there, guys. Tell me if this hits you in the right way. I say each winner each week gets to request from us whatever stems that they would like.
And if we have them.
And we'll work on it. And if we can put our hands on them, scratch back through all those ADATs, Mark.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Guys, I have to say one thing, one correction. I forgot to include my significant other, Kayla, she's in the group as well. She just texted me. I might have to sleep on the couch tonight, so pray for me.
You just saved yourself, brother.
Somebody gave you the eye.
Part of contrition. Show him mercy.
Either way, how quick did you do that? How quick did you do that?
What was the time frame?
Yeah, the remix.
About a day.
Come on, man.
Matter of fact, I had to work, so I only had the morning hours available. So if you only count the hours, I would say maybe about 10 to 12 hours, not even a day. Now, I did spend more time like tweaking and like mixing different things like that, just to bring out the full potential of each chord, so that if it got into your hands, I knew you would hear all the parts. Like, that's one of my other pet peeves when people make songs and I'm like, okay, they're doing all this, but they need to bring these other parts out. So just to beautify it and make sure that it was neat, just in case it made it into your hands. You know,
it made it, brother. It made it,
dude.
Great job.
For all those listening, what he just talked about was really excellence. Not just doing what he could do, but making sure he did his best, and his best was rewarded. As far as I'm concerned, as now everyone is checking it out. So whenever you have your chance, whenever you have your shot, put your best foot forward.
Yeah, legit.
We as listeners, we don't hear anything but your best foot.
Right. And that's another point. I'm gonna piggyback on that, Dave. Dude, and I hate to preach on here, but dude, the first time that David had a slingshot in his hand was not when he fought Goliath.
Hey, Shaka.
It was he had a run-in with the lion. He had a run-in with the bear. He had been practicing and working on his craft before Goliath ever showed up.
He practiced his live Zoom at least 3 times in advance.
We love you, Teddy. We love you. But no, legit.
Hold up, Bear.
It's my bandwidth, Bear.
Come at me again. I'm sorry. Come at me again.
Wow.
Anyway, my point is, it's okay, Claude. He's not watching. Anyway, the point is, for those of you out there, just like LeRoyal, man, listen, you can't take days off. You can't dismiss any opportunity to work on your craft when nobody else is watching, because you don't know when the Goliath is going to show up. You don't know when the next challenge is going to show up, and the person that you wanted, that you've always, loved and stuff like that, is going to hear what you've done. You can't just turn it on and turn it off. You got to be consistent at all times. And dude, the fact that you can do this in a day is proof positive that you've been working on this thing from way back when nobody else is looking. So it's not about, that one shot. It's about all these other shots that you, like Kobe Bryant. I mean, you do it until you can't mess up. You do it until you can do it in a day. So man, I applaud you, brother. It is amazing to see this at work.
Thank you. That means so much coming from you guys, man. I don't take it lightly. Trust me.
And I'll say this: when I first moved out to LA, a guy that I was working with told me, we work every day. We create every day. Yeah. Some days you'll feel more inspired than others, but it's the facility that you're building when you're not inspired that actually adds to your bag of tricks when you do feel the inspiration. So that's the stuff.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
You know what word time is?
You know what I would like? So since I'm seeing so many people who are commenting on here, unless we have something else that we really want to say, I want to play this again for those who came on later.
Yes.
They need to hear this again. But before we do it, tell them again where they can find you, LeRoyal.
Sure. Absolutely. Thank you, Claude. Everybody, once again, my name is LeRoyal. It's been a pleasure just being here with Take 6. They're such musical giants. I'm not even worthy to be in their presence. But you can find me Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, LeRoyal Smith. That's LeRoyal Smith. I'll be waiting for you.
Let's listen to this now, y'all.
It's just a masquerade. He's a modern day deceiver with a case of falsehood fever. What a shame.
At the beginning.
Thank you,
Joy.
All right.
Yeah, the one job.
I know somebody who declares he's got it made. He won't admit it, but it's just a masquerade. He's a modern day deceiver with a case of falsehood fever. What a shame. Whoa, it's a game. And then there's dear old sister Sarah, ain't she sweet? She gets the word, next thing you know, it's in the street. All the time it's been repeated, all the truth has been deleted. Oh, what a shame. It's another game. Oh, Lord. Seems like everything we hear is just a tale. But I ain't got time, baby, but never if all out. Spread love. Oh, instead of spread lies. Stupid. Spread love. The truth may not escape. Circles and spread love. Could open any door. Oh, but I wish we had much more. Love is what we need. Then there's a family, but we'll just call them Greens. They have subscriptions to the Gossip magazine. With a twisted sense of vision, they treat rumors like religion. What a shame. It's the same old, same old. Yeah, these days it seems like everything we have is just a tale. But I believe in something that will never fail. Yeah. Instead of spreading lies, please don't say love could open any door. But I wish we had much more. Got what the world needs now. I'm telling you, love is what we need. Oh, what we need. We need to spread love. Help me spread love. Instead of spreading lies. What the world needs now. You know the truth is known. The sky, love, could open any door. But I wish we had much more love, more love, more love. Hey, instead of spreading lies, you need the sky. Open any door. But I wish we could. Spread love. Oh, instead of spreading lies. Spread love. Truth needs no disguise. Said love could open any door. But I wish we had much more. Spread a little bit more love today.
Hey. Hey.
Sir.
Yeah.
You did kill that line, by the way.
4 minutes and 15 seconds, and all of it is interesting. It's
Oh,
like,
you gotta go in reverse, man.
Bro.
that's cool, bro.
And you look when you were doing your class snaps, Katie, it looked like you were going into double time.
Hey. Come on, that's the church of God, man.
Yeah, we might have to incorporate that in our live version of that.
Hey,
That's what I said to Dave yesterday.
it would be an honor.
Dude,
It would be an honor.
dude,
An honor.
because we've been talking about incorporating screens and all kinds of stuff. It'd be
Okay.
really cool to have you as part of this when we do our
Wow.
live stuff.
I would love it.
Especially when we steal your chords,
That's
your voice things, your reharm.
Hey, feel free. Feel free. We just recycle chords anyway. That's all
Hey,
we do.
come on now. It's only 12 notes.
we thank you, man. Thank you for being here. You kicked
It's a
it off
pleasure.
with us.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is all new for us. This you doing this for and with us doing this live Zoom thing, this live thing on Facebook. So this has been a pleasure, my friend.
Won't be the last time.
You in the
either.
family now, LeRoyal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Remember
Hey,
to let us know what tune you want to chop up next.
absolutely. Absolutely. I'll keep that in mind, Alvin. I'll be sure to get back to you, my friend. Trust
Absolutely.
me. Trust me.
All right, y'all.
But before we leave, everybody listening, LeRoyal was the first. He was the inaugural week 1 feature of this Spread Love 2020 challenge. Who's next? Who's next?
Yeah, the
Who's next?
thing is, we're gonna do it every Tuesday, just like
Okay.
how they used to release records. So
All right.
Tuesday is our day, is our evening. So be ready, y'all. Get those submissions in.
By the time we're done, we're putting together a whole We Are the World like amalgamation of everything, which is going to be a little bit of production work there. But LeRoyal, you have cemented your name
Thank you.
in the final mix.
You set the bar.
I don't know what to say.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody who's been on with us, and come join us next Tuesday.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
LeRoyal, my man. Hey, LeRoyal, make sure you get from Claude all of our personal
Yes.
information. So you're in the
Yes.
family now, bro.
Thank you so much. We'll do,
Anything you
Dave.
need,
I
we
appreciate
got
it.
you.
Love you guys. Love you guys.
All right, man.
Back
Love you
at
too,
you,
man.
man.
Be good.
All right.
All right.
Take care.